Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CredeCast. This is your host of Self-Supremacy, Everett Creed, signing in here live. And this is the biggest podcast in all of backyard wrestling. You want to know why? Because not only do I have HBTW's Jason Walker, but also for the first time live in backyard wrestling, we will hear from Anonymous Backyard Wrestling Alliance. This is going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of conversations going on over here. So without further ado, I am going to invite HBTW's Jason Walker to this CredeCast. I just got to search in the old link here for his Twitter account, Chuck Price1. You can follow him at Twitter at Chuck Price1. And then for some reason, I don't know why my thing is messing up here. Oh, here we are. Link to share, all that stuff, all that good stuff here. We're going to have an awesome episode here. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Actually, as a matter of fact, the reason why I was late, I'll tell you in a couple of minutes, because real quick, I'm just going to send this link over here to Jason Walker. And also, I'm going to be sending the link to Anonymous. So here we are. So now there you have it. Anonymous and Jason Walker have been invited. There you have it.
No, maybe a little more.
Moving on ahead. Like I said, the reason why I'm a little bit late is I actually had to find some decor for Ultimate Redemption. So myself, Mr. Jimmy P over there, the referee, and my good buddy Cameron Jackson. There he is. That's the old Jimmy P there. And Cameron Jackson and Minister Sherwood went out to Home Depot, got some cool-ass decor, got all that kind of stuff going on. And I just got a...
Well.
We got two new guests.
Amazing. Completely amazing.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, HBTW's Jason Walker. Also, I got a message on Twitter from Anonymous. He will be joining here momentarily. All right, we got a lot of guests on the show. No,
This is great. This is great. This is wonderful.
So here's why. So that's reason number one on why I was late here in the CredeCast. Reason number one, getting all the decor ready for Ultimate Redemption, biggest show of the year, which will be recorded this Sunday. And also, reason number two is I had to skip through Raw. I don't watch the whole episode of Raw just in case if people give me some Raw information. I don't want to be, spoiled about it. So apparently, the end of Raw, according to my good buddy Cameron Jackson, said this was absolutely show stealing. You gotta see it. So I finally go ahead, and I'm finally searching ahead. He says, Everett, you missed it. You're already too far into the main event with Stephanie McMahon and Brie Bella's contract signing. I go back. All it was Heath Slater just beating Seth Rollins. Who gives a shit about freaking Heath Slater? I'm sorry. You made me go late on this awesome history-making podcast here just to watch Heath Slater, some 80s wannabe ripoff, who can't even decide whether he's country, whether he's rock and roll, whether he's Bret Michaels, or whether he's Kenny Rogers. So
hey, you could be all of those, and it still wouldn't matter because you're Heath Slater.
Exactly. So, Mr. Jason Walker, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. We recorded No Resurrection 3, the main event of HBTW's last pay-per-view, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sad that it ended, but life moves on. Life moves on.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where UWE's had where we thought it was going to be the end, and, we just keep on coming back, and now getting some messages here on private. Guys, I mean, I know there's certain people that don't have YouTube accounts. Angelique Stark from UWE has, that's all fine and dandy, but, guys that have YouTube accounts, Mr. Matthew Ratcliffe, anybody else for that matter, comment below in the YouTube section. I don't want to be checking my phone for that. So with that being said, I'm going to be checking the comments as of right now. I got to link this so far. I don't know why it's giving me a little bit while to load up. You're going to hear the feedback. Let's see. The CredeCast episode 4. Okay. So right now we got JJoker13. That is also Ace Whistler. We have Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, which is the Black Steph. And as well, we have Matthew Ratcliffe, who did not comment yet. I just know he's watching because he messaged me on Facebook. I just got to mute that real quick.
Alrighty.
Okay. All right. I just got to close out Facebook real quick. I got a couple of links here that I want to kind of knock off so, I don't have any lag or anything for that matter. But, all right. Now, there's been a lot going on in backyard wrestling. There has been so many categories that you could talk about. Chris Copeland and Party Parker, Mr. Jason Walker, yourself. There's been, a lot going on. UW The Lockdown episode 9 was just posted. Road to Destruction should be up by tomorrow or Wednesday for that matter. We're going to figure out what we can do with that. We just finished commentary for Road to Destruction, so that should be up very soon. We are now up to 6 viewers, doing pretty good. So that's where we were when we began. So it's really looking pretty good. Now, what can we say what can we expect for No Resurrection for HBTW?
The choice for the main event is in your hands.
Choice for the main event is in our hands.
It's in your hands. The fans, the people who watch HBTW. The choice is all up to you.
So I'm guessing this is going to be a matter of a poll, kind of like what's the best way to like Taboo Tuesday, Back into Your System, Cyber Sunday, Power Trip, something like in that kind of thing where Taboo Tuesday is the best example where you pick 3 categories and then in the comment section below or in some kind of poll website we vote for what is the match that we are going to see, if I am correct. If I'm not, please enlighten me, because if not, I would love to know what's going on.
You're not incorrect, but you also are not correct. It's a special thing. It has not been seen in backyard wrestling at all, and this is one thing that HBTW strives to do, is to give you stuff that you've never seen before. And this is one thing that you have not seen ever before.
Now, actually, when I just started really getting into the backyard wrestling community, 2 things popped up. And when I have Mark Williams on at one time, I'm gonna, definitely be talking to him about the shoot he had on Flash. But the other one that was absolutely extraordinary, which really broke out into backyard wrestling community, and it just tore the bar down for a lot of standards. We have a lot of standards here in backyard wrestling, and one of the best things to do as an antagonist, a villain, or a heel for that matter, is to break the bar, to go across that line. And that is something you have done with Drew Hood when you burned a picture of him and his girlfriend, and as well spoiled a match that was going to take place. That, in my opinion, I mean, a lot of people are going to look at that differently. A lot of people are going to say that that is extraordinary, and then there's going to be others that say that is very disrespectful. Me, on the other hand, I think outside the box. I think that was one of the most memorable moments in BYW, and I definitely, when I saw that, realized that I had to get you on the show, because I definitely want to hear the whole story behind the actual story. What happened really behind this, what really was the story behind the story of the Jason Walker critical on Drew Hood.
Well, as with the goal for every backyard wrestling heel or any professional wrestling heel in general should be to get rid of that bar. Of course, there's also, standards within whatever company you're in that you shouldn't pass. But this is backyard wrestling, and we can do whatever the hell we want, pretty much. So, first of all, I'm honored to be here on the CredeCast with you, Everett Creed. I admire you in UWE. I saw your promo against Everett Creed, where he was doing the whole "you don't got this" that whole shindig.
Oh, that was the contract signing between myself and Cameron Jackson. That was going down as probably right now the best promo in UWE.
Yes, and rightfully so. But for me, that was not the first time that I have done something very, very low. back in 2012, early 2011 actually, into 2012, there was this company known as John Cena is Domo, JCID. Don't know if you heard of them. They don't exist anymore because all their videos are taken down. But you see, there's this kid named Mike Malerick. His ring name is Brad Kevins now. He's actually a professional right now. The first time that I really broke the bar down is when I cut a promo about his dead father and how Mike Malerick was a disappointment to his dead father. So that was a few years ago. I think that video is still up. Somebody else downloaded it and posted it, but I currently do not have it anymore. But I think that was actually more vile than my Drew Hood promo. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. The backstory behind Drew and me was that me and Drew started talking about a year ago. We both respected each other in backyard wrestling. Of course, this is all behind-the-scenes things. And we started talking, and, eventually we're like, well, maybe we should have a match together. And then we started in talks about that. It was about half a year about talking about having a match together. Then it was another half about planning. The planning is what really got us off, and there was a point where Drew did not think that he was coming, which was actually this year, back in May. And I shouldn't have, but I kind of got upset at that because we were supposed to have a big cross-brand rivalry with two other people from CCW, including Drew Hood himself, made 3. But and it would have been me, Chris Payne, and Corey Graves facing whoever from CCW. Yeah, and that didn't happen because I think one of the others could not make it, so that whole thing was just dropped, and I was devastated because I'm like, well, I really want to have a match with Drew, and that shouldn't really matter if 2 other people can't come because I've seen him drive before. I mean, heck, he cut a promo about me in his truck, so I knew that he drove. So I just had the quick desire to make a full-out blown promo towards Drew Hood, explaining my disdain for him, and which accumulated to that video of me burning everything that is near and dear to him. But I didn't ask Drew if I could do that. I just went and did it because I don't see why you should have to ask. If you're a heel, maybe if you're a face, if you wanted to ask. But as a heel, I just did what I wanted, and that got me far. And Drew obviously came up, and we had a match, which will be posted on 9/11.
Wow. That's, I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm going to see if there's any comments going on. Slater's still using the 3MB song. I do not care about Heath Slater. Can we possibly see a promo battle between Jason Walker and Everett Creed? Well, I think, in good time, I think we should probably try to definitely do that, later tonight. I would definitely like to do that. Now, I'm actually a big fan of a lot of out-of-the-spectrum villains, like not even just wrestling, but, one thing I am is a big Batman comics fan, big time. So
yeah.
When I look at a lot of people in backyard wrestling, I can compare some things. And if there's anybody I can compare Jason Walker to, it is definitely my favorite character in the Batman saga, and that would be Jervis Tetch, a.k.a. the Mad Hatter. And the reasons why is because, one, Jervis Tetch was about, I would say, 4'9". He was a puny little guy, but what he had.
Short thing? Are you commenting about me being short?
But it's a compliment. That's the thing.
I know.
That's a huge compliment because for someone to be so small but yet be this, it gets twisted, and especially with the whole thing with Jervis Tetch, because he did some dark, messed up things in the comic books. Kidnapping blonde women, thinking they're Alice, all that. It's just sick. And when I see Walker, I see that psychological warfare kind of playing in. Things that I did back in the day that, I've seen you do, and it kind of reminds me of what I did before I got on YouTube. And just seeing that character, a psychological character, is such a thrill to me because everybody else is kind of like focused on in-ring technicians and really just being an in-ring machine. And everything's about technicality and the best of wrestling. Me, I look for more something outside the box. I look more for what's outside the ring than even what happens from bell to bell. And that's why my favorite characters are the ones that are the most outspoken. Like Walker. I'll even say like 47. You know, there's a couple of characters that I really find, but, you know, when you really think of the big ones, I mean, obviously you think of Jason Walker. I'll even say you think of Lips. And there's a couple others on the list as well. Let's see if we got any comments going on here. I know I got my phone blowing up a little bit. Yes, VTW Wrestling Rot says Drew Hood has to face Tyler Storm August 23rd. So,
oh, another VTW. Maybe I should ruin that too.
There you go. Yeah, Drew Hood lost that match. I saw Hood try to fight back though. That was great because you see Hood doing the return thing and almost in a way trying to one-up Walker with the psychological, and I give him props for that. But when he's just started talking, I'm just like you know, the voice and all that. I'm just like, all right. I mean, you're trying. I'll give you A for effort. How about that? You know, like you're definitely trying your hardest.
Plus,
you know, I mean, but I still think that's very funny. Now as far as those that believe, oh wow, we got a couple of people here. Barry Stevens from TXW, aka Super Duper. Who in the wrestling world and backyard wrestling alike? Who are some people that know how to do the best mind games? Also, hi. Well, how you doing?
Hello.
Who in the wrestling world and backyard wrestling alike? And Black Seth says VTW join our hangout. Oh, so I guess that's outside the. I guess these guys are doing a hangout watching this show. For those waiting for Anonymous to join, let me see if Anonymous has hit me up since on Twitter. Got some text messages here from a good friend, Angelique Stark. Statement drowns in a magnitude of resignation. One thing about the Stark character that I like is, you know, I'm looking for an authoritative figure in the UWE. And you know, there's one friend I know, her name's Angelique, her character name is Angelique Stark. The one thing I'll give to her is that she knows how to use these monosyllabic enhanced words, and that is so big as a heel. And I've even seen yourself do that as well, and I try to do it with the Ever Creed character, is to use all these fancy words that nobody can understand, and it makes people think, wow, this guy's an arrogant son of a bitch. He thinks he's better than us because he's using all these college SAT words, and that is just so cheap. Nick Bockwinkel did it best way down south in AWA, and he just made it big. But now everybody else is starting to do it. Jericho did it in 2008 with the whole suit and tie thing, and it's just getting to where it's completely out of control. And that's one of the best ways to be a heel is through that. That's the best way to be arrogant. What's that? Everett, why are you wearing those shades inside? Well, it's simple. My future's so bright that I gotta wear them.
Yeah,
so,
he's got to wear shades, and
I've got to wear shades.
Got to wear shades. I took mine off because it's actually too
come on, it's the CredeCast. I gotta go all out, man. I gotta.
Well, you know, it's CredeCast. Might as well.
Oh yeah, look at that. Those are some nice pairs on there. I had nice Ray-Bans, and then Cameron got me all pissed off, and I had to throw them. You know, those are like $120, and I just got caught up in the moment and didn't realize.
Wow.
Did that, man. You know, I shouldn't have did that. That was pretty bad. My voice is actually kind of gone because I was recording a bunch of lockdowns yesterday, commentating today. So putting the two together, I got a little bit of a raspy voice going on, but I'll definitely do my best to keep up. Baron Bishop says, "Hey, good friend of mine." Baron Bishop, you know, he's in the online community. I'm trying to see if Anonymous is getting back to me. I got a message here. Oh wow, I can't even read this. 17 minutes ago.
Yeah, now you have to take the shades off to read.
Now I gotta take the shades off because, you know, a little sneak preview of my eyes. Anonymous says 17 minutes ago, thank you, Everett. We will join momentarily. So hopefully, you know, we get to hear from Anonymous. Hopefully this isn't a hoax, but I'm sure, you know, we will see the mask. I don't know if we'll see the person behind the mask, but it'll be quite interesting when Anonymous joins.
The one thing, well, actually two things that I like about them is that they know how to play mind games.
Yes.
Yes.
They do.
The second thing is I'm actually starting to agree with them, and that's bad because I don't like them. I don't like this whole anonymous thing. You know, I remember I said that I wanted a heel with a unique gimmick back on a Backyard Fix. And this is not what I was expecting. This is somewhat scary.
Yeah. You know, you don't know. I mean, and what happened was I think Mark Williams got flagged for that shoot promo on Anonymous because they thought
It did.
YouTube, and it's not even because now the thing is, you would think it's every person behind Anonymous that flagged it, and there's more than one person anonymous. Believe it or not, that was not the case. From what I'm hearing from Cameron, YouTube actually flagged it down because they thought Mark Williams was shooting against the real Anonymous. And I just heard that, like the official Anonymous like thing going on. I was like, wow. So you gotta be careful with fighting back against this guy because he can get the real deal on you. It's like
now
with a little short,
scary.
and then
That's scary.
the big great white comes in and chomps you down. It's just you gotta fight back against this guy. 12 viewers. I think this is a CredeCast record. Oh man.
Oh well. Anyways, these people obviously knew exactly what kind of gimmick to pick, because, like you said, if you mess with the wrong thing, you're gonna get a different type of trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They obviously know what they're doing, and they're exposing more of us than we are exposing of them. And I want to get down to that tonight.
Definitely, myself as well. I mean, there's a lot of people on the hit list that are on Anonymous's hit list, but there's also a suspect list of who's behind the mask. And
okay, I'm on both lists. I'm on the hit list and I'm on the accusation list. How does that make sense?
You're on his hit list and you're on the suspect list. That's just like
I understand if I wasn't on the hit list, but you know, when somebody calls me self-absorbed, I mean, first of all, it's the character. Yes, I will admit the character's self-absorbed, but when you put a target on me, and then when people start believing that, it's starting to get a little mind-boggling here of what I'm supposed to like to do, because here I'm trying to defend myself against the accusation, and then you have Anonymous who is just doing what he does and getting people to accuse each other, and like you've gone accused. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but you've gone accused.
Oh yeah, I mean if you think of the top. Okay. Well, if you think of the top suspects of Anonymous, me and you were up there. I mean, me because I'm up there because I have iMovie, which is what Anonymous uses to edit, and 2, I've been off camera. So that's 2. Yeah. And then you're getting suspected as Anonymous because the whole idea of it is so ahead of its time. Oh God. There's No, my dad's watching CW11, and there's a talk show going on, and one of our favorite shows, which is Whose Line Is It Anyway? They're guests on the show. Yeah. But awesome show, by the way. Wayne Brady just cracks me up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, you know, everybody thinks that the Anonymous thing is so ahead of its time, and it's just so mentally ahead, and they look at the Jason Walker character and realize that's so mentally ahead. So they're kind of like, I don't know if anybody else is smart enough to come up with this gimmick. So that's that's why me and you were up there as the top 2. There's a couple of other people on there as well. I'm not exactly sure who though. I think there's a couple of superstars, but we'll get back into that in a little bit. Let's see if there's any comments going on in the section. If there's any questions, we will definitely take any questions regarding HBTW, UWE, Hopefully not Monday Night Raw because I had to really skim through it. But anything going on in Backyard Wrestling, pros, whatever you got, we'll definitely do that.
I've just noticed the whole backyard wrestling community is targeting each other because of this anonymous thing. And like for the last past almost a week, everybody's been at each other's necks because of it. I've never seen that before in backyard wrestling. Never. Like it's been calm for all the 4 years that not 4 but 7, but 4 for HBTW. For the 4 years that I've seen backyard wrestling in its entirety, I've never seen the likes of this. And I'm just wondering. I'm wondering what is their purpose. They say that their purpose is to cleanse backyard wrestling of the people who try to oppress it. I think that's the right wording. Yeah. Oppress it, but that can't be the whole story. That cannot be the whole story because that seems too simple. But then again, I could be overthinking it.
Yeah, we got a couple of comments here right now. We got let's see. We got JJoker13 saying, hearing Nick Bockwinkel's name being said as a great heel makes me smile, which he was definitely a great heel. From the Black Seth, whose shades are better, Everett's or Jason's? That's a good question.
I personally like yours better because yours actually look like shades. These are just plastic pieces of crap. So.
Yeah, right. Well, people got to rock what they got to rock. Yep. Anonymous is currently trying to find his mask. Oh, this is funny. J Joker puts, "Are we gonna get a 'It was me, Austin' joke for Anonymous?" Which actually did happen. I put on Twitter. I put, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have just revealed it. This is Anonymous." And with a video to reveal Anonymous, you click the video, the hood comes off, and it's Vince. "It's me, Austin." Man, if that happened, I would crap myself. I would die laughing if it was Vince. And if you just said it was me, Austin, it's just Austin has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Austin had nothing to do with that. Even with the ministry thing, Austin had nothing to do with it. And just, it's me, Austin. Talk about having a grudge for someone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the old "Whose Line" with Drew Carey.
Yeah.
We are legion, for we are many. Yeah, so we got a couple of things going on. I'm actually going to message Anonymous on Twitter and see when exactly he's coming to the cast. So
I want to get your hopes up. If they do show up, first of all, it's going to disprove it's going to disprove that we have anything to do with it. So that's one thing that I'm hoping they do show. Because I don't want to be on this accusation list anymore because I'm trying to figure out who it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a huge thing going around. You want to know who's the man behind the mask, and that's always a scenario, especially when you make an impact. Who's the man behind the mask?
Yeah.
It's somebody, but who's it going to be? If it's Kai and Ty, I'll lose it. So, Taka Michinoku trying to get revenge. Oh wow! Before I even messaged Anonymous, he messages me and beats me to the punch and says, "We are watching. Very soon we will arrive." So, they're really gonna make you wait till the nitty gritty here, and we're gonna say that's what we got for the CredeCast, and then they come, and I'm just gonna sit there well, that's all we have this week. We will see you next week on the CredeCast, with our special guest, Tensai. So.
Tensai.
Oh God, what else is he what else has he got to do? So he's I think a commentator for NXT now.
Yeah.
So any questions going on, we'll definitely take them. I might relocate this CredeCast into my room momentarily, see if we can do that. What's going on here? Is this your thing? All right. Let's see here. We got some things going on Twitter. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on here. Lips apparently knows who Anonymous is, so that's I wouldn't even be surprised. He knows everything. I don't know how, but he does.
Lovely.
Let's see what else we got. Stardust and Goldust, close enough. Let's see. That's really about it as far as right now goes. The Paul Heyman DVD is being released tomorrow.
Oh yes, Paul Heyman DVD.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Hopefully, it'll be on the network soon, so we don't have to go and buy the DVD and really rent it for 2 weeks before they actually put it on. So, let's see. NFL hasn't seen Elevator Tape. What? My dad's watching the news on the side, so I'm kind of figuring out what the heck is going on out there. But actually, as a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that Creed and Jackson was one of the best promos in UWE. We recorded. There was a promo between a certain rivalry that's going to take place at Ultimate Redemption. It may go down as one of the best promos in UWE. So I cannot wait to have our award show, which is going to take place, I would say, in December. You know, just like all the same things as the Slammies. You know, Match of the Year, Superstar, OMG Moment, all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely pretty good. Walker, I actually got a couple of questions. If you can name who inspired you to become a backyard wrestler, who would that be?
Who inspired me to become a backyard wrestler? Oh, geez, I promised myself I wouldn't talk about myself, but can I say me? No.
You can definitely say yourself. You can definitely say yourself.
No. I didn't really have any inspiration for backyard wrestling because it was professional wrestling for me. Back in the day, it was professional wrestling until I learned the term backyard wrestling. But I guess you could say probably like the one person who oh geez. Can we switch up that question a little bit? Can we say who inspired you to get into professional wrestling? Can I say that instead?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. First of all, number one, Chris Jericho. The first time that I ever saw professional wrestling was August 9th, 1999, Chicago, Illinois, and that was Chris Jericho's debut. He was the first wrestler I saw, and I stuck with him, and I love him still to this day. The second person who I think has more of a backyard impact for me would be Raven from old ECW and TNA. I liked him better in TNA actually because he was more twisted.
All right.
But
there we go. All right, I'm gonna relocate this over to my room. I'm gonna get one of my assistants. I got some monkeys in the back. I'm gonna definitely have them help me out with the technical situations. I'm in the middle of the kitchen. Usually when I do these CredeCasts, the entire set is asleep. So that's like the entire family is asleep and all that kind of stuff. I got some. What have I got here? Ultimate Redemption stuff, Lips Attire. All right. Since the monkeys in the back are in the bathroom, actually, I will be right back. This should be like 30 seconds before I get the charger. So you got the CredeCast for 30 seconds. Enjoy yourself. I will be right back.
Okay. This is now the Jason Walker cast. And I'm Jason Walker, your host. We will talk about myself for the rest of the show. And first of all, let's just talk about how great of a heel that I am. I mean, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this to you. I don't want to talk about myself. I would rather talk about what's going on in backyard wrestling. I would actually rather talk about other backyard wrestlers. But there's a lot going on, obviously, and I think this is the most talking I've done since Everett's spin-off. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Sorry, watching a Kit Kat commercial, and I'm hungry all of a sudden. I hope for all of you who watch HBTW, I hope you guys watch No Resurrection 3. The choice is in your hands. So I know that's kind of a cliche slogan, but it works for this thing. Yeah.
All right, here we are, and look at perfectly. That is perfect timing. Anonymous has joined us. Anonymous has joined us here on the CredeCast, and boy, do I have some questions. Oh my goodness! First off, I would like to say thank you for joining me here at the CredeCast. I definitely appreciate it. You have definitely lit up the entire backyard wrestling community, and I am waiting for those views to keep going on up to 50. But first off, I got to ask you the biggest question, and the first question, what inspired you to lead this crusade to clean, to cleanse, to purify backyard wrestling?
So many companies are going downhill.
He's using one of those stupid voice box things.
It's a voice box trying to hide his identity, and that's definitely quite a twist. You know, this is going to be quite interesting. You know, Anon Incognito, and most certainly, you know, it leaves a lot of people to where, you know,
Companies are
in a moment. Some of the monkeys in the back want to definitely get involved and ask you a couple questions themselves, but first off, I got to ask you some more questions. What inspired you know what I'm talking about, Junior. Okay, second off, I got to ask, why specifically those superstars on the hit list? First off, I don't know whether to be threatened or inspired or worried, or if I should be honored that one of UWE's is on the hit list. But what exactly was the reasoning behind those specific group of superstars on your hit list?
Those wrestlers are on that hit list because they are not bad people or bad wrestlers. But they do have many things wrong with them. That need to be changed.
I think I see what Anonymous is doing
They
here.
have many things
I'm not gonna-
wrong.
I'm not going to expose your tricks, but I do see what you're doing, and I got to say, I'll give you props. I'll definitely give you props for hiding your identity. That is very clever, and I wouldn't have even thought of that myself. But, you know, like I said, but right now, as a matter of fact, there is actually another superstar in the backyard wrestling community that wants to spread his opinions on Anonymous here live on the CredeCast. Ladies and gentlemen.
Lord. How you doing, Mr. Walker? How you doing?
Cameron, nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Not so much.
And then how you doing, Anonymous? I'm going to get to you in 1 second. I want you to sit tight while I say this real quick. Welcome to CJE, that is Cameron Jackson Entertainment, your number one stop in entertainment for your backyard wrestling fix. I am your founder, chairman, and CEO, the brother man with the master plan, Brother Cam. And now I want to ask you a question, Mr. Incognito himself. I want to ask you a question because every day I wake up and I got a message on Twitter from somebody saying, Cameron, why are you anonymous? Do I look like that? I want all of you in these comments to tell me, do I look like that? Otherwise, we're cool. I just want you to make my sandwich. That's all I want. Otherwise, we cool.
What's the sandwich thing? I don't understand the sandwich thing, Cameron.
Well, he wants to make change. Well, if he can make change, he can make a sandwich first. He can make me a sandwich. I will give him the change he desires.
You're out of bread.
You don't have the bread.
He doesn't have the bread.
You might not be so bad after all, man.
He doesn't have the bread.
Oh my. Oh my. No. We should not be laughing at this. This is horrible.
This is not funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
This is great, though. I mean, I definitely. Let's see if we have any comments below. We gotta. Let's see. Well, we got a couple of people. Speaking of Tensai, oh, good lord. Evil indeed. Raven is still crazy. Got a couple of ECW things. Super Duper, I'm interested to know what backyard wrestling finishers you guys like the most. What else do we have? LOL, I'm going to say it's TJ. It's Vince Russo, Swerve.
Yeah, Vince Russo, yeah.
Well, Russo just, you know.
Well, speaking of ECW, I know Anonymous is sitting there. I know everybody wants to hear from Anonymous, but he got to, you know, do his whole little system thing. I don't want to expose him for that. But anyway, speaking of ECW, we actually this past recording we had a lot of ECW influence there. It was pretty. Well, I'm not talking about hardcore beating the crap out of each other with weapons. It was just awesome. I mean, it sounded like a bingo hall back there, though. I will tell you that.
Oh, most certainly. But going on ahead, there's been a lot of things going on. Backyard wrestling is really beginning to reach a peak like it did back in the 1990s when cartoons were actually good. So, with that being said, I actually want to see some questions here between not only for Jason Walker but for Anonymous as well. Now, when we have superstars, I can even say, I'm not gonna say like Cameron Jackson and like Everett Creed. I'm gonna say like Daisy and like Lips. You have Daisy, the man behind Daisy. You have the man behind Lips. The man behind, well, not behind anything. He's Jason Walker, and the man behind the mask, known as Anonymous. The four of us are hands down, without a question, the most psychological superstars in backyard wrestling. And if anybody disagrees, I would love to continue that argument, and I'd love to win that argument because.
Well, I'm not really that psychological. I'm just supposed to be afraid of everything. So
But the way it's really going though with Daisy, I would put him on that list. Hazard would also be on that list as well. But us four have really gotten a lot of attention. So, Mr. Walker, I'll ask you first. What is it about that psychological superstar that uses the brains rather than what really is from bell to bell? What is about muscle? Why does mind over matter work so well for backyard wrestling and for yourself?
Well, speaking from experience, the whole mind over matter thing, that it's just fun to get inside somebody's head. Like, you can really freak people out by doing things like burning pictures of somebody's loved ones, burning pictures of themselves, talking about one's dead parents. I'm not talking about Batman either. But getting inside the head is just what really gives me a rush, so to say. And that, along with my technicality in the ring, I think that's a really just deadly combination. And if you have those two things, you can be a very, very successful, not only backyard wrestler, but it can also work in the pro. I mean, just look at Bray Wyatt. He is a total monster in the ring and the whole psychological thingy bobber.
Absolutely. Psychologically, he stole the show at WrestleMania against John Cena. And... everything that you've done, especially with Drew Hood and JCID, I mean, it's just absolutely, it says enough on a resume. That's the best way to put it. And one of the most successful superstars, yes, but also by far one of the most, if not the most dangerous. So that also now leads the same question to Anonymous.
I want to see what you say, big boy.
I want to hear why Anonymous believes that whole psychological advantage can work greater than a physical advantage.
Give him some time. He's slow.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That behind.
Okay.
That is very true.
Okay, don't touch your head to me like that now.
Yep, came
Not trying to get people behind us.
You don't want too many people behind you, because if you fart, anonymous farts don't smell too well. You haven't smelt the Delta.
Talk about your domino effect.
Exactly.
But, I mean, there's a couple of things that, that go on. Now, what did he say? Biggest question. Now, this is another huge question I had for Anonymous. I would have the same question for Walker, but the best thing about Walker is that he's exposed. He is not hidden. There's no question that certain things for Jason Walker is because the fact that he's Jason Walker. Anonymous can be one man or many. And
I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's a wonderful home you have behind you, Anonymous. That's wonderful.
Actually,
Thank you.
that looks like my house.
Could you imagine?
That actually looks like the downstairs apartment.
Oh
But,
shit!
get-
It's your grandmother.
oh yeah, get her, get her.
It's me, Everett. It's been me all along.
Yeah, right. So, Anonymous, I must ask, what is it about a hidden identity that can be so influential and so brainwashing to backyard wrestling?
It's not her.
If they had shown my face, that means it would all be for attention. This is for the better of everyone.
Okay,
Including all of you.
That knuckle crack was pretty badass. How he did.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That was good.
You act like you just actually said a lot there too.
Yeah, that's the best part. He looks like he just proved his point, and I was gonna say made a sandwich. But he didn't do that.
Is it hard to drink through that mask?
Oh God, yeah. Is it hard to drink through that mask?
I mean, oh, I got another question for you. Hold on, I got a question. This is Brother Cam talking to Anonymous. Okay, Brother A9. Okay, let me talk to you. Don't you do that to me again. Don't do that to me.
He's a brother.
Yeah, right. If he was a brother, I'd smack. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I want to know why you targeted Mr. Walker, and then in the same list you targeted Brother Cam. Well, I ain't do nothing to nobody, man. All I did was try to have a little
I thought
fun.
you a sycophant, Cameron.
Yeah, what the hell is that, man? That sounds like a piece of candy.
It means you suck up to people.
I suck up to people.
It
Yeah.
means you suck up to people for your own benefit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I haven't done that yet, but I might start.
Why would you even agree to that?
I might start. Shit, that sounds like something good to do.
Believe it or not, I mean, I love Anonymous, but the word sycophant was actually used first by Chris Jericho. I remember that in 2008. It was the word after hypocrite. But it wasn't the primary. I've called people hypocrites and sycophants as well, but the fact that Anonymous is using all these enhanced words. I said that actually before Anonymous and Jackson joined. I was telling Walker that the best thing a heel can do is use enhanced vocabulary to make oneself look more arrogant than the common people. So that leads me to my next question to both. I'm going to ask Anonymous first. What do you believe makes you exclusive to the backyard wrestling community? What separates you from the rest?
You let the nigga answer my question.
Seek the truth. And not for our own benefit.
Oh, God.
It's all for one benefit. If I'm correct, if I'm not sure if I made that up.
Backyard wrestling can be great once again.
Backyard wrestling could be one again.
Make backyard wrestling great once again.
Make backyard wrestling great once again.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
You know
what though? The plan is starting to implement.
no, it's not. It's not making it great if we are trying to beat the shit out of each other. It's gonna be dead if we keep beating the hell out of each other. It's all good though, because I kind of want to beat the hell out of each other. Since I'm sucking up to people for my own benefit, how about never mind. Nope, not gonna say it. Lord told me I was not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I went to church last Sunday.
Lord, give me the strength. All right, let's see what we got here now. Oh boy, here we go. We got some things here. I gotta take off my shades for that. What's up, Brother Cam from the Black Seth? I mean, I know Anonymous said it before, but the Black Seth sure as hell wants to save BYW. Lovely Superman shirt from CCW. Anyways, what's up? CCW is finally in the house. That guy's mask is fashionable. Not. I disagree.
Hey, Drew, do you remember when I beat you in backyard wrestling? Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, man. Cameron, you want to know why I feel so crispy? Because I just felt the burns from that comment. So
That was so white.
shut the hell up. White as anonymous as mess. I disagree with that. I think that is in fashion. I think that's in fashion. I'm telling you, you're going to be having people all over the United Kingdom. It's going to be in the UK first, then it's going to be in Germany and all out throughout Europe, and then it's going to come into the States because the States get a little late with the fashion, and that is going to be the next thing. Everybody's going to be walking around with anonymous masks. You know, can you imagine that? I think the world would be a nice place.
I used to have one. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Let's see what we got over here. If you reveal your identity, I will be with you, anonymous, from the Black South. All right.
And you call me? You call me the sycophant? He just sucked up to you for his benefit. Okay.
The Black Sycophant. So, no, not you.
I know.
Not you. Oh, God. VTW, Junior Hangout. You said that right. CCW and HBTW. CCW and HBTW was awesome. Don't know if you covered that. Shameless plug over. It's me, Austin. Taking my jokes now. Leave the black man alone. Baron Bishop put that. Heels that typically are loved are the ones that show they don't care about wins or losses.
Uh-oh.
They just love hurting people. I think Jason Walker has a Dark Knight quote. Beat me in the match, but you got spit slapped out of your mouth by my girlfriend 3 times. True Hood. Now, riddle me this, Batman.
Wait, you gotta riddle me this, Jason Walker. I know you good. You notorious for getting inside somebody's head. And don't worry, I'm just talking all types of ghetto right now because I'm standing up for the black people because I know Anonymous ain't black and you two ain't black, so don't worry about it. But anyway, last year we recorded Ultimate Redemption 3, right? And I had my opponent's girlfriend in tears, and the best thing I could think of was going up into that bitch's face and being like, "Ha ha, your boyfriend's dead." That was so much fun.
Oh my God, that was insane.
I had her in tears. It was great.
Are they still dating?
I have no clue. I don't want. Let's not talk about that on here. I know.
I don't even know.
Some stuff went down.
I'm sorry. Is there a question here, or?
Oh no. The question is, how does it feel? Because I know how it felt for me, but how does that feel to like get somebody's somebody's outside life involved so well? Like, how does it feel? It makes me feel great. But how does it make you feel?
I agree. It makes me feel pretty good. As Jason Walker, as Charles Price, I do feel guilty, but he doesn't exist right now. Jason Walker. Yes.
Wait, your head getting kind of itchy there, Anonymous?
He's got a switch in the back of his head.
And anyways, it feels good. It feels good bringing personal stuff into backyard wrestling because I think that especially is when one is most vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely. Most certainly. I mean,
no.
I just, I definitely, there's a lot.
No, really?
No, I'm listening to you. You're fine. I was thinking of something else. I left thinking, and they just turned it off. Now they're yelling.
Ouch. Okay.
Listen up, everyone, please.
Okay.
People listen to him.
I cannot stay for long. We must
Why
create
not?
an important video that will be revealed on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay, and I don't give a good God shit, Mary.
Final questions for myself.
So he can just demand questions. Okay, whatever.
Actually, I gotta ask the question: where did you get the sweatshirt? That looks like something that would come out. That actually looks like Mark Anthony's or something like that. I don't even know. I mean, that's probably not Mark Anthony. It looks like something Helix would make. It's actually a very nice sweatshirt. Not gonna lie.
I got it.
Alex, actually.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I got a question for you. How would you feel if I
Here we go.
cut a promo on Anonymous, right? And check this out, right? I use all these static effects. It'd be pretty cool. It's the screen be doing this shit and be going red, blue, yellow, green. You know, I mean, having all that fun. I know you nod your head because you like it. That's a good idea, right? Now, check this out. How would you feel if every time I showed your face, it'd be like, "Ching," and then after that it would say asshole, and then it would go, "Ching," and after that it would say son of a bitch, and then after that, you know, how would you feel if I kind of use your idea? I want to know your opinion before I steal your idea, because I don't want to just take somebody else's idea. You know what I mean? So I want to let me know how that get all up in here. You know what I mean? All in here, and how's that going? You can open it up.
He doesn't care about that.
I know that's the best part about it, because I could probably get away with talking smack all day.
One thing I want to know is
that's counterproductive then.
I want to know how you can grow that mustache and goatee right there. I would pull that off for lips and everything.
I'll tell you what, you can't grow this mustache no matter which one is painted on your face, biatch.
You know what? Guys,
All
Google Anonymous and see what you find.
I know.
Google Cameron Jackson and see what you'll find.
All right, no.
I'm telling you right now, everybody on the CredeCast.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
Google Cameron Jackson.
Don't do it.
And see what you will find, and you will not find this man.
No, you find. All right, listen. I share the same name as an adult film star.
A gay porn star.
Oh.
Let's not shade around.
But you know what?
A beautiful blonde gay porn star.
You play the role of one with red face paint, so leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
As a matter of fact,
don't bash on
Anonymous
read the questions for Anonymous. The fans got questions.
Okay, the fans got questions. Awesome. Let me see what we got here. Does Anon's voice provider have an accent? The voice provider. Gotta be British.
British.
Well, the whole V for Vendetta thing.
We don't even know if this kid is even in the States, let alone.
Well,
V
for Vendetta was actually famous. In my opinion, in film, it was the United Kingdom's greatest terrorist. You know, the most popular terrorist in the United Kingdom, if not in all of film. So, and it's definitely the whole mask idea is taken from the film from V for Vendetta, and it's definitely taken. Yes. So, before Anonymous leaves, I definitely, because this is a CredeCast tradition, I want to.
May I? Because I'll just bring this in perfect for you.
Okay, you want to? I'm not having ever Creed talk to Anonymous.
Okay, Jason Walker. Right?
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm gonna have Anonymous have a promo with somebody else.
Lips. Okay, come on.
The freak show known as Lips. So I'm not gonna obviously get the paint on, but I got a little bit of side surprises that I'm gonna throw you off with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you be able to do what you gotta do, and I want you to cut a little nice something about Lips. Maybe if he's on your hit list, maybe not. I want you to find what you have a problem with Lips and state it to the world, and Lips will be here to receive and respond to what you have to say about Lips. So I will give you that time right here, right now. Anonymous, you may speak your grounds about the freak show, and I will be hearing.
This is a decent character.
Is that it?
Is that what it said? What did it say?
Oh, he's still going. He's not done yet.
I'm sorry. Speak up. I can't hear you.
Kind of like Cage from the Backyard Wrestling Fix.
I do not currently have a problem with him.
He doesn't currently have a problem with Lips.
And so why are you going to wait? Now Lips going to start problems with somebody who don't got a problem with him. That's just nasty.
Who said Lips is starting a problem? You know, you gotta, you always assume things.
This is something that came out of a whorehouse in hell.
Has not done anything wrong.
Lips ain't done nothing wrong. Lips ain't done nothing wrong. He feels up every man I know. He ain't did nothing wrong. Okay. No. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll let you talk to Lips while you're saying yes.
He has not done anything wrong. Yet.
Yeah.
Anonymous. Oh, who is the man behind that mask? You know, I've been waiting for such a long, long time to talk to you. You want to know why? Because I just have a thrill about hidden things. I love exposed hidden things. And soon enough, I will expose to the world of the freak show. But I know what no one else does. I do know the man behind that. Oh, that mask of yours. Behind that pale, illustrious, handsome mask is somebody dying to save. Not backyard wrestling. No. You are not here to save backyard wrestling. You are not even here to save me. You are not here to save those people on your hit list. You are only here to save yourself. And I'll be assured of you, Anonymous, you can cleanse me anytime you want. But I'll be assured of you, at the end of the day, Lips will rock your world.
All right. So now that we've satisfied the needs, and he's just sitting there rolling around the chair like he enjoyed it, like he's ready for round 2. You go ahead, Anon. You go ahead. Anon, sorry. Anon. I'm going to call you Anon from now on. All right, brother?
Now, I believe
Repeat? I'm sorry.
so.
No. Well, damn. Okay.
Commenting.
Oh.
He's doing a Google Maps.
Thank you all for having me.
You what? Oh, well, it ain't my job to thank you. Say you're welcome. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Did he say thank you for having me?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? The pleasure's all mine. The pleasure is definitely all of Lips, because that guy's just fucking weird. I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
If I find a way to speak anonymously, I will join another one of these.
Oh, most certainly. You know, I mean, I didn't know what to expect here. You know, I wasn't know if you're going to be all in character. It seems like you know, kind of broke out a little character, which I definitely respect that. And Litz was a little too excited to have you. I hate living with that fucking weirdo. So he's like a, you know, but he's like a brother to me. I mean, I guess people say we got the same look. Okay. Did you see what Anonymous just did? He just freaking... I need a beer.
I need one, too, if you got one.
Oh, I don't have to.
Yeah, I know. You ain't got no damn beer. You're straight
you know,
edge.
I can't even. I had to walk out for that. That was just... This guy is fucking awesome. All right. So, you know, I definitely appreciate having you here. You know, being able to have a Let's promo with you was awesome. But I'll definitely, now the next one I'm going to get into in a couple of minutes is an Evercreed Jason Walker promo as well. And that'll definitely be very interesting. And the fact that Anonymous said very few words about Lips definitely can even tell a story of its own. Maybe a story you might see in the near future. But also going on as well, I'm going to see what's going on with the comments. Remember the 5th of November. I don't remember November 5th. Greatest promo battle ever between Anonymous and Lips. Most certainly. Hashtag never forget. Expect us when we rock your world. That wasn't a comment. I just made that up. Do you have a problem with the Black Seth? Mr. Anonymous, that is a question for you. As a matter of fact, also for Jason Walker as well. Anonymous, do you have a problem with BWE's The Black Seth?
It took a while to think about that one.
Not currently, as they are still young and therefore not corrupt.
They're young. Okay, that's a pretty twisted answer. I like that. You know, this guy sounds like he's ready to, you know, shoot up backyard wrestling. I like it. They're too young, so they don't have corruption. Mr. Jason Walker, do you currently have what are your current opinions of the Black Seth?
I currently do not know who he is, so I have no opinion, therefore.
I'll take it. He's from BWE. He's actually, believe it or not, a very entertaining superstar.
I will look at BWE, is that right?
I'm almost certain that Anonymous is the SmackDown Just Bring a commentary team. Jay Joker, I'm almost certain that Anonymous is the SmackDown Just Bring a commentary team. I hope my parents don't walk in and ask me what Everett is wearing and talking about. That was from Jay Joker. You are too good at the lips thing. What just happened? You know, I mean, the character Lips is definitely more outspoken. I mean, I'll definitely get more into Lips later on. I mean, the best thing about it is that there's so many characters, which is such a huge thing in backyard wrestling. I mean, not just, you know, the standout outperformers like the Bad Reed, Cage, AK-47. But there's also outspoken characters. There's outspoken superstars. And these gimmicks and characters just really stand out. CJE stands out. A superstar making a company of his own stands out. Anonymous, I mean, how long have you been here? About 2 weeks? I mean, you've taken backyard... Oh, if he says 0, I swear. If he says 0 weeks or 1 week, I swear to God. You know,
It's funny if he says 6 years.
6 years, right? But either way, he's taking it by storm. Jason Walker, do I need to say anything? This guy is psychological is his middle. Psychological.
His middle name.
Psychological is his middle name. And if you smell what the Rock is, wrong one.
No, that's on your wrist. That's on your wrist. That one's on my wrist.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I missed that. Damn it.
Mr. Creed,
Go back.
for having us.
Us, nigga, it's just one of you.
Having us. Well, you know.
Well, right now I'm looking at. Oh, it might be the other ones behind there. I can't be saying that.
I'm waiting for Anonymous to lose it. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm fucking done. You know, like, you know, just like, oh, he almost lost it. You know, that would be great.
All right, I'll see you.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining the CredeCast. It was a pleasure. It was definitely a pleasure having you here, and we cannot wait for more cryptic videos from Anonymous.
All right, see you later, Tom. I'm just joking. I don't know what the fuck Tom.
There you have it, folks. Anonymous was joining the CredeCast. I thought that it was going to be a hoax. I had some inner doubts.
Who
but,
says it wasn't a hoax?
I mean, no, that was amazing.
That was in Anon Incognito.
That was Anon Incognito. That was the real deal. That was Anonymous, and I got to thank him a lot for being here. That was awesome. But now, it's only just begun because, Jason Walker, I am challenging you to a promo. So,
oh, jeez.
I'm actually gonna let you respond to me. So I'm gonna go first because Lips kind of did it first. Yeah, I know this doesn't match at all. I did gym shorts with a freaking all-out outfit. You know, I'm getting lazy. I didn't think my bottom half was gonna get exposed. Lips did. So, all right. I can't do that. So, let me think. All right. We'll start right now. I'm gonna go completely starting from the fresh. Starting from the fresh. Before that, let me see if there's any questions or comments below. Let's see. If you do Lits for Halloween, good Lord, film that. Oh, yeah. I mean, if I do Lits for Halloween, that would be very scary. I was the Mad Hatter last year, which I also say is very identical to Jason Walker's character, besides the obsession with Alice in Wonderland. Now, let's do it. Promo starts now. For the past 4 years in backyard wrestling, there has been one name that has been synonymous with mental strategy. There's been one name that has been anonymous with psychological torture, and one man that can simply creep his way inside the head of another human being. A man so sick and twisted enough to insult a man that is currently deceased. And I've had problems and issues about that before. But this just takes it to a whole nother level to where I need to confront him. And that is why I am calling out you. And you know who you are. Because all I've been hearing throughout the past 4 years is how you've gotten inside everybody's head. And you have tortured the greatest of backyard wrestling. It stops tonight. It stops tonight. It stops right here, and it stops right now. Because in 2 weeks at SummerSlam in Los Angeles, I am calling out you. And you know who you are. The self-supremacy will finally gain redemption for all of backyard wrestling. Everett Creed will step in the ring with therapy himself, and he will overcome the odds. He will defy psychological, and he will nightshade mental advantage. He will show you what it means to be crazy. He will show you what it means to be a demon. Everett Creed will show you what psychological torture is all about. Jason Walker, I'm calling you out right now, right here, tonight. That's your cue.
My turn? My turn?
Yeah.
You fall asleep?
That's Django Fett.
Oh. Hello, who are you? Oh, that's right. You'll have to excuse me for a minute while I get myself situated here. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time remembering who you are. I've met so many people in this past week that I've wanted to kill, and I just happened to notice that you were talking about me a little more of a lot, but I appreciate the nice words that you've said. I really do. I appreciate them so much that I'm going to make a wooden statue out of it and then burn it to the ground and then dance on its ashes. No. I'm not even going down that road. I already defeated Drew Hood by that. Everett Creed, what should I do to you? What should I do to you? There are just so many options, isn't there? Just so many options of what I could do to some low-life, pathetic scum like you. Everett Creed. I could take this glass, for example, and I could shatter it with a sledgehammer, and then I could. This isn't even good enough. I am having a serious mental problem right now. I need to find myself, and maybe, ooh. Sorry, my mind is just, it's not here. It's not here. Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm getting too off track here. You will have to excuse my well-being because it is not well. Everett Creed, you say that my reign stops here. What exactly? What reign? My reign of getting inside people's heads? Just because I'm at backyard wrestling? Oh, that doesn't mean that it's gonna stop. It will go on as long as I live, And to think that somebody like you can just say that something's going to end. Who are you, the jailer of the damned? Oh, please, I am so far from that. I'm Jason Walker. You want to talk about crazy? Oh, I'm not crazy. It's just my reality is much different than yours. Cut.
All right. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, we'll leave it right there at that. That was actually very good. So, folks, comment definitely below. History been made right there. Everett Creed definitely playing the babyface out of that. Jason Walker, the heel. Let me know who definitely was the winner of that confrontation. Probably the only time where Everett Creed would play the babyface in the confrontation. What we get here. CCW definitely same. All right, so same comment. No comments yet about it because I got a little bit to catch up on. But I definitely think that was very good. Unstable. I mean,
unstable.
You know,
Yeah.
That's definitely what I got out of that. Unstable. Definitely needs to take a trip to therapy. And you know, Everett Creed is really determined to stop this crusade.
Shaking.
And that's
Adrenaline right there, shaking.
Yeah, right. That's exactly just like going all crazy and whatnot. It's just out of control. You know, that's a big thing out of the unstableness. You know, the fact that if you can do this and keep it steady, not good. You know, usually they're kind of like, oh, you know, you don't know what's going on because you're afraid. You know, you don't want people to know that, but you are afraid. You're afraid of what you are going to do. That's the key to instability. Is you are afraid of what you're going to do to others.
Mm-hmm.
And
definitely, I was afraid of what I was going to do to Drew Hood, but it seems his girlfriend got the better of me. But I would have liked to got the better.
Is that actually available on YouTube, or is that a?
The music video is on my channel, my Charles Preston, the YouTube channel, but the actual 30-minute match will be on the HBTW channel on September 11th.
Oh, that's No Resurrection?
No. Drew Hood and me is just a totally separate thing.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be.
The Resurrection will be sometime in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, yeah, because I definitely can't wait. That's one of the biggest building things going on. I mean, there's a lot of backyard wrestling rivalries that have really hit it off. And Jason Walker versus Drew Hood is definitely on the map. I like to say myself and Cameron Jackson are on there as well, but
yeah, I would agree.
But and especially in such little time too, which I really am thankful for. But you know, the story between Walker and Hood it's the only time where I haven't seen a gimmick in a psychological storyline. You know, it's two characters that just go head to head, and it's just the fact that bridges were burned and the fact that spoiling took place, psychologically taking advantage of another man's mindset, burning pictures, incinerating pictures of your opponent with their loved ones. That's taking it very far, and that's very entertaining. That's different. Now, you know, as far as you know, what other people are going to say. Oh, let's see what we got here. We got some comments. Black says Everett Creed won.
Okay.
BTW Zach said Jason Walker. ... Wow. ... That was ... Damn, that was good. So I'm going to say that's one apiece. Zach, come back. Okay. Anonymous is now on the comment section. We are still watching. We do apologize for the inconvenient text and type app. We will make it much better the next time. But
yeah.
He's awesome. Good promos, lovely from CCW. Yeah. I'm guessing, does Drew Hood run the CCW account?
Yep, that's Drew.
That's Drew?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, well, yeah, well, you know, you're gonna always have. You got to have that superstar. Usually, it's the person that breaks out in the community the most. That is the person running behind the account. You know, that's you run the HBTW account. Black Seth runs BWE. Myself, I run the UWHD account. Cameron Jackson, he's got his own thing going on. You know, it's pretty much stuff like that. So that's very, very important, and the people that get out there in the community are the ones that get a lot of attention. That's that's why I'm trying to get into the other UWE guys. If you get yourselves out there, you're going to be a lot more popular. Because you think of the big superstars names in UWE, you think myself, Jackson, Lips Daisy, and you even think Dirty the Chico, who's kind of out there. He's got his Twitter account, and I got to be proud of him. He's doing a very good job. He really stepped it up, even more. You don't think he could step it up more, but wait till Road to Destruction, whenever that is uploaded. I'm going to see what the rendering is on that now. 3 hours left, so it's got 3 hours left to render, and then more than likely that will be uploaded tomorrow. Drew Hood versus Drew Hood versus Jason Walker is one of the best cross-brand things ever. I will most certainly agree with that. That is definitely something I would look forward. Definitely something I am looking forward to.
Not just because I'm in it, but
Well, yeah. Well, everybody has that. You got to be proud of what you do. I mean, I love watching.
Oh, yeah. I'm proud of what I do, but I just don't want to shove it down people's throats. I mean, you are the viewers. You are what make us us.
Yeah. Well, that's an awesome thing to have, though. The fact that you're proud of yourself, but you don't let it get to your head. That's huge. I will admit at times in the past, some people didn't have that in the UWE way back years ago. And I'm not going to mention names or anything besides myself because I was one of them. But, it got out there, and then all of a sudden we grew up, we got a little bit mature, and things just got a lot better.
A little bit.
They did. Yeah, we really stepped it up. And now it's just at the point where we got to realize it's a group effort. The show is always a group effort. Of course, you're going to have standout characters, but they can't make an entire show. And that's the biggest part about it. And the fact that, of course, when you hear the leagues, you're going to hear the main superstars and whatnot. But UWE is awesome. We love you all. Thank you very much, Mr. Hood. I definitely appreciate that. Jason Walker, if you can give me a top 3 superstars in UWE, who would you say are the big 3? Like your top 3 favorites?
Okay, I personally I like Lips. Lips is definitely number 1 on my list.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can tell him I said that.
Hey, Lou. Yes. Jason Walker actually said you're his favorite. Oh, thank him very much. I will do. Yeah, Lip says thank you.
Yeah. I do like Cameron Jackson. Cameron Jackson is probably number 2.
Yeah, he's
Yes. I'm sorry.
He's half asleep. You said you're his second favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hit the bed, man. I'm tired. Hit the sack.
I'm talking this.
And I would say last is Everett Creed.
Oh, thank you.
You're in the top 3. You're in the top 3. It's just, I personally think that you and Cameron are equal, but it's really hard to choose because I don't want to say that he's better than you, and I don't want to say you're better than him. I view you as equal.
Yeah, it's like an even thing. Well, I'll make it easier for you. I'll make it a tie where Jackson and Creed are 2. If you can name one more, who would that third person be?
Jeez, who's the guy that comes out with the SWAT vest on?
Nick Somas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick Somas, definitely really starting to break out. He's one of our, he's one of our veterans, and he's definitely taken on a new image of himself. Before that, he was kind of like just an Under Armour or Gym Short kind of guy. Once he started doing that look, people have pointed him out, SWAT guy, but you don't know the name so much because it's always the SWAT guy, but Nick Somas is standout because of that attire, and that's huge to have. Lips has his thing, which is gonna, there's gonna be a little additions to the attire as well. Jackson's gonna have, he's got the patented sweatshirt cut up and stuff like that. Patented attires are very important, and I saw what you did with the Forsaken tribute, and that was amazing. I thought that was awesome. Attributing that to Danny Danger's alter ego, definitely thought that was really cool.
Yep. And it's surprising because it's little things like that that set things off.
Oh,
tires.
the best example of that in backyard wrestling, I mean, I would actually say you dressing up as Forsaken. That was really cool. I mean, because I remember watching Forsaken back in 2011. He was taking on guys like Jamie Anderson and Dylan Kreese, and I was very impressed by it. He's only had like 3 matches, but in the matches that he was in, incredible. And the guy knew how to wrestle with the character, and it was different. I love Forsaken, one of my favorite backyard wrestlers of all time. If I could think of the best way to dress up in the pros, Night of Champions 2012, they were in Boston, Massachusetts, and CM Punk came out in New York Yankee pinstripes. What an effing heel. What a fucking heel.
Yeah.
You come out wearing Yankee pinstripes. That is, oh man, you are going to get booed. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That is so heel. I love it. Just coming out with the enemy team. Sandow just did it earlier tonight with the Oklahoma Sooners, with them being in Austin, Texas. So that is always a huge factor in there.
Yeah.
Folks, if you have any questions, definitely ask away. If you guys have a top 3 UW superstars of all time, definitely let us know. If you have any questions for myself, any questions for Jason Walker, definitely comment below. We got 11 people watching. Hands down, the most watching the CredeCast. This is probably our biggest episode of the CredeCast by far. Let's see what we got here. That comes from all of us.
Everett, on this note, it's almost 1 o'clock, and I got to head out. I'm dead tired.
Okay.
And I got to go.
Not a problem, but I thank you for being on here, guys. It was awesome having you here, Jason. I definitely appreciate it. And if I am ever planning on having an ever Creed cross-brand match, I would love to have Creed versus Walker anytime. Anytime.
Anytime.
Love to do it. On that note, thank you for being on the CredeCast. We would love to have you again sometime.
Yep, I'm honored to be on here, and I will keep in contact.
Sounds good. All right. I will talk to you later, Mr. Walker, more than likely on Twitter. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. HBTW's Jason Walker, one of my favorite guests on the show. I mean, I've had a lot of guests, and I loved every single one of them. Episode 1, I had myself and Cameron Jackson. Episode 2, I had the Bad Read. Episode 3, we just made our return. And now I have Jason Walker on here. It's just a lot of fun. It really was. I definitely had a great time. I believe I had Adrenaline here. If not, I definitely got to get Adrenaline, the Black Seth on here. Drew Hood, I would love to have on here as well. Anonymous was on here, which is something I definitely thought was amazing. And, of course, I got my old sidekick, Mr. Cameron Jackson. So,
Sidekick, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm your sidekiss. I said sidekiss. Litz is your sidekiss. I'm your sidekick. All right. I had to be your sidekick, and CJE is Jack Thomas. So, I know. All right, here we go. Top 3 from, well, actually, I caught a little head. That comes from all of us. But, yeah, y'all definitely deserve so much more attention than you're getting. I definitely appreciate that from all you guys in CCW. That is, awesome to hear. And I'd love to have Drew Hood on the show sometime, or anybody for that matter. TEW War says, Jason, I saw on the Facebook page you finished Nose of Resurrection 3. How long was that show? Well, I guess you'll find out when you see him next time. Top 3 UWE. Number 1, Everett Creed and Cameron Jackson are tied. 2 would be Lips. And 3 is hard to say. We do like Rick Rios, but Mr. SWAT Vest is awesome. You know what? I'm definitely taking up a lot of pointers in this. Drew Hood said that he would love to come here sometime soon. I would definitely love to have Drew Hood on here. Maybe I'd like to invite people on this guest when it gets, when their profiles or, the anticipation gets a little hot, everything going on at once. I definitely loved having people here when they had a lot going on. So when the Drew Hood Jason Walker match gets posted up on YouTube, before or after, I definitely want to have Drew Hood on the show. And the Black Seth, could I replace Jason Walker? Let me see here real quick. I'm not sure about tonight because of the fact that I'm actually going to probably be ending this soon, but I will definitely have you on sometime soon, whether it be next week or the week after that. I promised you I'd have you on here on the CredeCast. But
I do this because you did it on my show. Tune in this Sunday to the Backyard Wrestling Fix with special guest PCW's Chris Copeland. Thank you.
yes, definitely be tuning in on Sunday. The Backyard Wrestling Fix being hosted by Cameron Jackson and the Bad Reed, and they will have Chris Copeland from PCW, one of my favorite backyard wrestlers. So, with that, moving on, we also have, let's see, Cameron, Everett, or Lips, then Everett. Wait, Cameron, Everett, or Lips, then Everett. Meant Rick.
Oh,
Meant Nick Somas. Oh, okay. So, Cameron Jackson being number 1, Everett Creed or Lips being number 2, and then Nick Somas being 3. I'm noticing a couple of things going on with the top 3, and I've noticed a pattern here. I've noticed the pattern of the top 3 being a very similar top 3, just in different order. And you see myself, Everett Creed, Lips, and Cameron Jackson in that top 3. And that's, I definitely realize the main reason for that is because we're involved a lot more in the community than anybody else in the UWE for that matter. But a big thing that I'm noticing is the names are being mentioned by trademark personas, if you will. For instance, Nick Somas has been referred to as the SWAT guy or SWAT vest or something like that. Now, the best thing about that is that without that SWAT vest, we don't know if you guys would even know how to relate to Nick Somas. So that really puts a label on Nick Somas, and that's very, very important. The only negative to that is not knowing the superstar's name means they have to step it up a little bit more on the mic. Because I feel once you get recognized on the mic skills, that's when people are going to remember your name. But as far as in-ring abilities, that's where I think a lot of people appreciate Nick Somas because he is a very talented in-ring performer. We have a lot of those.
There's only one more talented than him here.
Well, yeah.
Well, 2.
Definitely not many, but there's definitely
2 I can name right off of my dome.
There we go.
One starts with a D.
The other starts with a C. So.
Yeah, I know.
The last one
Dirty
starts.
Dave and Chris Annis.
Oh yeah.
No.
No, but and the other one starts with an L. So.
Oh no, that's not L. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I gotta head out. Had fun watching. Definitely Zach. Definitely catch you later. Who's your 3 favorite BCW superstars? And the fans
hold on.
can answer this as well.
I was supposed to say this. Hold on. Let me look at this. Matt Cabby, I got you. Hold on 1 second, bro.
And then definitely grace everyone with my unbalanced self sometime before or after September 11th. Looked up for my 4th match out of CCW against Tyler Storm of BTW and CCW versus BTW 2 Crimson Day. Most certainly we'll be checking that out.
Can I answer BCW, please?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Speaking of BCW stars, I am I'm not your anything. I am the BCW review guy, so to speak. So I have to honestly say that my number 1 favorite character there is Mark Williams. I'll give him that for the fact that he's getting better as he moves on with the age, as time goes on, he gets better. He's definitely the future, as unlike some anonymous people. But anyway, he is definitely the future, and they're going in a lot of good directions. Second is Eric Reigns. That kid can throw a super kick like I haven't seen. Well, actually, I have seen it before. I think I do it better than him, but he's a good guy, very good guy. And thirdly is Matt Cavey. Matt Cavey is very good, and the only reason why I didn't say this one superstar is you'll see in a second. But Matt Cavey, he's good, even with that little cast on his leg. And that brings me to speaking of cast on his leg. I will not put this guy on the list because he is just in a league of his own. Special Jack is the best. And yes, I will Facebook call you after this stream is over. Thank you.
Well, thanks, because you just took my top 3. Thank you very much. No, I really was. I knew Mark Williams was 1. The only thing was I had Special Jack as 2 and Eric Reigns as 3. And then, if anything, Matt, you just mixed up my order. And But favorite BWE superstars.
Oh, go on.
Now, obviously, number one, I'm gonna have to say is the Black Seth.
Most entertaining.
You know, definitely the most entertaining, hands down. I just definitely think
The Demon of Darkness.
Demon of Darkness is number two. Now, you think
I'm gonna
now.
say Blade. I don't know.
Now, you think of the Demon of Darkness, you just think something that is 1990s cartoon scary. You think of some kind of ghost in a hood and drapes. No, not Demon of Darkness here in BWE. No, what does he wear? Blue T-shirt, gym shorts, lucha libre mask, and to top it off, a fisherman hat. A fisherman hat. A fisherman hat, yes. The Demon of Darkness goes out on his boat and catches striped bass during his time off, which is why I love the guy. The Demon of Darkness wears a fisherman hat. I have said enough. And number three would have to be, of course, actually, no, now to think about it, that's a tough question. I want to say Earl Sweatshirt, but based on BWE Mania, I felt like he just put his face on the camera one too many times, and I feel like he's got a little bit more to step up. So on that occasion, I'm going to have to agree with Cameron there. And coming up, let's see, we'll see what we got with the comments here. Cameron Jackson, Facebook, all up the stream, yep, most certainly. See, promos have become so crucial in wrestling. This is from CCW. If you suck, people won't remember you. But if you talk well, then people will love you.
That's a good point.
I agree 100%.
I don't agree 100%, but I agree with what people remember Seth Rollins.
I agree 100% in my point of view, because honestly, if you talk well, that is what is going to put you on the map, in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Put me on the fucking.
it put Cameron Jackson on the map, it put Lips on the map, it put Everett Creed on the map.
I'll tell you what, because Lips never three. They ain't the best. They ain't the best in-ring performers. They can talk
No, they're not the best in-ring performers.
They can talk like motherfuckers.
They can. And that's the thing. That's what we hold best. And I think that's why certain people really start to branch out. You know, there's other wrestlers that don't have the much on the mic, and
Cash money in the ring.
they do cash money in the ring, but do you really remember them that too much?
No,
Here and now, maybe, but you don't remember them as
last
the...
time you heard of Lance Storm.
Yeah, exactly. When was the last time you heard of Lance Storm? I hate to say this. Well, I'm not even going to say William Regal because he was very good on the mic. But
Awesome.
he was very good on the mic, so I'm not going to say Regal. But Lance Storm, how about this one? How about Dean Malenko?
Well,
You
I
know.
actually hear him every
But, you know, Rey Mysterio, you know, you just, it's just, I'm sorry, but I'm not talking current Rey Mysterio. I'm talking about 1990s WCW Cruiserweight Mysterio. So,
That's still
I know, I'm still. It put Mark Williams on the map, too. I mean, you know, yeah, it definitely did put Mark Williams on the map. You know, the whole shoot on Flash. What? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Oh, just in case you were wondering why I was a little bit late, if you're just tuning in, I started a little bit late because I've been shopping for, first off, a new camera, because our original camera broke during when we were editing, actually when we were recording Lockdown yesterday, so we needed a new camera. You can download music, that's sick. So now we got a new camera, and it's upgraded, it's a lot better, but it costs a lot of money. So, you know, definitely had to bite in a little bit, but you know what, it's pretty cool that my dad was able to do that for me, and I definitely thank him a lot. And then also we went to Home Depot to, yeah, we're getting a whole new decorative entrance for Ultimate Redemption. I'm not going to, you know, spoil it for you guys, but we're going to have a little bit of scenery going on for Ultimate Redemption because it is our biggest show of the year. I mean, Ultimate Redemption is the most star-studded event, and the stars just, oh my God, Liv said it best. The stars shine so bright, man. I got to wear shades. So, for that case, we had to build a little bit of scenery going on. And then lastly, I hear there's an amazing segment from my good buddy Cameron Jackson, a show-stealing performance on Monday Night Raw. What was it? Heath fucking Slater. I'll never forgive him for that. Made me go late and lose about 5 or 6 viewers for a man that is simply trying to be like Bret Michaels, but is more like the chick from Wendy's. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, boy.
Bray Wyatt and prime example of mic work making him ultra popular. Same with Ambrose, but he's also good in the ring for sure. Bray is good in the ring as well, though. I mean, Bray, for his size, he moves better in the ring than some people do that are in better shape than him. So you can never count that out. Thoughts on Blade? Thoughts on Blade?
Blade's sharp.
Blade, yeah, well, a blade is sharp, but how about the sharp thing on the trampoline? Oh my God! Yeah, that was.
So switching the subject for you. This one I'm going to do for you, so you don't have to answer that.
Oh my God!
Cameron Jackson fell on a bed of rocks.
Oh God!
Biggest. And every time Cameron Jackson botches, it's always with himself. It's never anybody else's fault.
What do you guys do to prepare such? Wait, almost my mistake. Christian Championship Wrestling. What do you guys do to prepare for promos and such? Embarrassingly, we admit that we cut a lot of promos in the shower. Oh, okay.
Way to do it.
That is actually a genius way to do it, and I will be the first to admit that a lot of promos, as far as preparing for lines for myself, for the Lit character, I do in the shower. That's probably the #1 place where I do it. You know, I'll admit it. That is the very first place that I will prepare for a promo is in the shower. And anything else is really just off the dot. Believe it or not, Lips used to be kind of more prepared for his promos, but now I kind of just wing it with them. I just feel like I just have a better way of doing it where I just wing it, because he's a very impulsive character. So, TJ Sakara never prepares for what he says. Never.
It's actually getting better
This is the best part about TJ Sakara. This is the best part about UWE. TJ Sakara will never prepare for his lines, will never focus on anything he says and really censors himself. He will just say anything that comes to mind. Rick Rios and Nick Somas will take about approximately 4.5 hours to discuss a promo. And there has been times they will disappear when we need them on the show, and they are going over lines, and they are going over spots. They are going over spots for a promo. And I'm kind of like, I'm like, okay. I mean,
sunset flip, roll up, 1, 2, 3.
That's it. You know, I never understood that. So, gotta do what you gotta do. It helps though. We feel like we sometimes lack in all high-flying, flippy-floppy stuff. We make up for it with charisma and promos. We're pumped for UW's grandest stage. That's what I like to watch, though. I don't like watching the flips. I don't like watching the high-flying stuff. I'm not into that. You know, indie spots. Like, I'm not into that stuff. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't watch any of that indie stuff. I'm not into it. You know, I'd rather watch a Paul Heyman promo go on for 10 minutes, or I'd rather watch a Bray Wyatt segment go on for 10 minutes than watch a half-hour match between, I don't even know who's big in wrestling now, Seth Rollins and Cesaro. You know, so it's just, that's how I feel. Everybody be sure to tune in to the first ever BYW Awards this Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time from RRW Network. I think that'll be done by Adrenaline, so I'll definitely be tuning in. A tank with a Ferrari engine, LLL, from Baron Bishop. From the Black Stuff, he doesn't botch that much. I'm guessing he's talking about Blade.
I was just talking about me. I wasn't talking about Blade when I said that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about you. Thoughts on Devitt signing to the WWE from Baron Bishop?
That's nice.
You know, like I said, I'm not in it for the indie guys. I'm not. I'd rather hear that Val Venus is coming back for one night on Raw than hear about Prince Devitt joining the WWE. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, these old school guys are stepping up. Chris Jericho, Triple H, Kane. Unfortunately, Kane not so much now, but I think he might have just retired. But these guys are stepping it up. And the new guys, in my opinion, they got a lot more to prove. Besides Bray Wyatt, I feel the rest have got a lot to prove. And Heath Slater beating Seth Rollins, I think that's Vince saying, I think that's Vince McMahon stepping up and saying, okay, I'm sorry, but this guy needs something that anybody that's main event worthy needs to have, and that's mic skills. Seth Rollins needs mic skills, or else it is not going to work out for him. Randy Orton, he has mic skills that are different. They call him boring, yes, but what do you expect? You think Randy Orton is going to come out talking like I'm doing right now? That's not in the Randy Orton character. He's the Viper. He's a cold, cynical serpentine. He's not going to come out all jumping, loudmouth, all that. He's going to talk slow, methodical. And all of a sudden he's going to pick it back up and talk like this because it's a Viper striking. That's how Randy Orton thinks. And he's one of the best in the business. Two guys that get a lot of heat, and I really don't know why, is The Miz and Randy Orton. And I don't know why, because those guys got potential, especially Randy Orton.
2 hours, 42 minutes.
2 hours, 42 minutes, awesome. That's good. Well, not for the creek, for the camera. I don't know if I can do.
Set this up to the highest fucking quality.
I don't know if I can do 2 hours, 42 minutes. I'm probably gonna close this up in around. Probably gonna close this up around maybe 1:30 or maybe 1:45, depending on if we get enough questions. Let's see here. Everyone, please do our poll link. Is on my Seth Maverick channel on the Video Weekly poll number 1. We'll do that. Everett, ... you've become our best friend of your thoughts. We need to have lunch or a podcast. Well, I would definitely love to have you guys on the CredeCast, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of liking the idea of having lunch. I mean, there's a Panera Bread that me and Angie went to, and you know what? They make the best broccoli and cheddar soup you will ever have. Oh my God, amazing! I was actually gonna have a little bit of Smirnoff tonight and sponsor it, but we had to spend the money on the UR stuff. But you got to do what you got to do. I mean, the thing is, a little fact about myself. Here's a little bit of fact about myself. I've been straight edge for about 20 years, and
Well, you're only 20 years old.
well, yeah, that's what I'm
You don't
saying.
want to make it seem like you're in the 45.
Well, I've been straight edge my entire life. How does that sound?
Sounds close.
Okay, yeah, I bet it does. So I've been straight edge for my entire life, which is 20 years, and it was just for the reason of it got me through a hard time in my life because I had a depression because of a breakup, and a breakup really got bad, and it was just really doing bad. And one of the things that kept me going was the fact that I wasn't really doing things to my body too much, as far as smoking or drinking and stuff like that. And I still don't smoke or do any drugs. I mean, besides prescription medication.
Phenomenal. Do you see that?
Let me see. We're checking out the camera real quick. Oh, that's Zoom?
And we're still going for it.
That's pretty sick.
Look at that.
Kind of.
I could probably see the hairs on the lady across the street's vagina. Did you see that?
All right. Actually, wait, if you're talking about that next door, I definitely want to. She's pretty hot. But then the one over here, she's about.
Oh, Susan.
No, she's a 40-year-old Hungarian. I don't think.
Well, Hungarian should be hungry for some. Never mind.
Oh no, you don't want to mess with Chris. He's a. Small talk between Evercreed and Cameron Jackson. So go back on the straight edge thing. I noticed a lot of people, a lot of friends in my life were kind of going down the drinking, smoking path, and I didn't want to do it. And unfortunately, I kind of built some arrogance under it, and with the whole straight edge is I'm better than you thing. I want to thank CM Punk for influencing me on that. Thanks, Phil. So, but in all seriousness, being straight edge was a big part of my life. One of my attires said straight edge, and I might even wear it one time in the future, but I'm not sure. So, there's been occasions, very rare occasions, where I would drink, but one of the times, the first time I had alcohol touch these lips was Smirnoff which was delivered by my Aunt Kathy and my Uncle Paul. And it was, it was Smirnoff cake, vanilla cake vodka, and I was just like, damn, this is good. No wonder why people were saying I'm missing out. And all of a sudden, I tried other alcohol. I'm not going to lie. I'm not straight edge now because of the straight edge beliefs and the whole I don't want to do drugs and alcohol thing. It's just that I don't really, my tongue, my taste buds and alcohol, they don't get along. I can't do alcohol. It's not, I think it's too strong. Smirnoff, strawberry daiquiri, pina colada, that's a different story. You hook me up with that anytime, but that's about it. So let's see what we got on the comments after that. Lips, on the other hand, his life with extracurricular activities, I'll put it very simple. He doesn't like the drugs, but the drugs like him. Everett, thoughts on Summer Bash? We never got your thoughts. Wow, I'm actually glad Summer Bash, what happened between Mark Williams and Eric Reigns. This, to me, was a match that really kind of took our Charybdis chamber and made it into a very original twist. Because you have to literally submerge your opponent into the water for more than 10 seconds. And the first 5 minutes of that match was unbelievable. First off, spin out powerbomb of the year in the beginning of the match by Eric Reigns. This is a move that I have not seen in backyard wrestling at all. And to see it done, and not only to see it done, but to see it done to the perfect detail, even better than John Cena, that is incredible. And not to mention the super kick from Eric Reigns. Eric Reigns really stepped up. And that's why I kind of got a little, I'm not going to lie, I kind of got a little aggravated. My voice is cracking with the commentary and all that earlier, but I got a little aggravated when Matt Cavey kept getting involved because I wanted to kind of see Eric Reigns, take the reins and run with it. And I really wanted to see Eric Reigns kind of step up, but it was so hard to do that when you kept having
onto the diving board and do a moonsault on Mark Williams.
Well, he definitely did that, but the thing is that, yeah, right. But I just didn't understand, a lot of things. But I'm not saying I didn't like the match. I loved the match. The match was amazing. Mark Williams definitely is just, he's on that fifth rung and he's getting higher and higher. And Eric Reigns, he just got on the ladder and got an extra 3 steps. And it's all about grabbing that brass ring at the top. And BCW really stepped it up. The only thing I wasn't sure of was the ending of the match. It was a little controversial, a little bit of a twist going on. Mark Williams was able to retain his BCW championship. However, I do feel that Eric Reigns, despite the many, not appearances, but the many times where Matt Cavey got involved, I still think Eric Reigns put himself on the map. And that, to me, I thought that was really cool. But I got to give Matt Cavey a little bit of credit because I know he really messed up his ankle. And to be able to get in the ring with a broken ankle, that is, that's devotion right there. I like that. And that definitely has earned my props. The only person that I'm going to have to kind of is the cameraman, because that cameraman was, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm not Willy Wonka, he was an asshole. So, you're missing all those big spots because, you want to take a look at yourself. Come on, you can't have an ego or even a character as a cameraman. The cameraman's got to watch the other people. The cameraman doesn't have a character. So, you gotta let Mark Williams and Eric Reigns take the ball and run with it. And Matt Cavey, for that matter. Good night, fellas. Sleep well. Let us know when you want anyone from CCW to get on the show. Definitely. I'll definitely see you later, Mr. Drew Hood. Everybody from CCW. I would love to have you guys on sometime. Baron Bishop, you and Cam need to come to Canada. I'll get you both drinking. Oh, boy. Well, Baron Bishop, I know the legal drinking age is 18, so you never know. I like banana daiquiris. They're actually, I gotta try those out. That seems pretty good. Actually, a funny story at Starbucks. I was at Starbucks with Angie, again, another Angie story, and I ordered this strawberry banana smoothie or something like that. And I'm kind of just like, I don't even know what I think I was flirting with the counter girl, and all of a sudden I didn't even notice the people making my drink. They put a whole lip-sized banana in the goddamn smoothie, and I'm not even noticing it. Angie did. I'm sipping on this thing. I'm tasting banana smoothie dickhole over here, and I don't even realize what is up with my drink. And then I hear the story. I'm like, well, I don't get it. Cameron, do you know why they put so much banana in that drink?
Because you like them big bananas, man.
I was gonna say the same thing.
That shit like that, yo, shit like that.
It's not even the racist thing. It's that back in the day, that even currently, every time Cameron Jackson came over here, when he always come over and hang out after school, he'd always come and take bananas from me and my mom. Every time. Now, don't you give me quotation. You stole those fucking bananas, bro. We always let you do it. But
you see what type of home protectors are you?
Oh no,
That's fucking wrong. That's still right in front of your face too.
You just take.
Hey, how you doing, Mom?
Yeah, right. Take the banana and just go with it. Apparently, the guys from Starbucks said, "I'm just gonna put the fucking thing in your drink."
Let me see these questions, man.
Let's see.
Where
I like
live is 19. That's beautiful. Them's the fruity drinks, my friend. I like banana daiquiris. Okay.
Are we really gonna be talking about cocktails on the CredeCast? That's man. That's racist.
I know, but it won't be racist next week when I have Chris Copeland on the Backyard Wrestling Fix.
Just ended. Oh gosh, Everett likes the big ones. Oh good lord. Let's see what's new on the social media world. Let's see what it is new on Twitter.
Did Anonymous ever retweet me back?
I don't know because.
You didn't see what I tweeted?
Let's see. Angelique Stark, this statement, okay. As always, Lips of Freak Show steals the show on this morning's CredeCast. Sorry, self-supremacy. Alright, okay. Angelique Stark's, playing favoritism towards Lips over here, alright. I love the character, but he's taking everything now. It's at the...
shit.
Are you kidding me? There's girls liking Lips. Lips is going to get poo-tang before me, and I'm getting fucking pissed.
Oh, well.
I can't get women unless I get the shit on. It's just like, there's tales of a college nothing.
I need to see
Tales of a backyard wrestling nothing for Everett Creed. The fucking character gets more sex than the actual person behind it.
That's wrong.
It's sad, but it's true.
Never had that problem.
Well, who's gonna do a guy in a fucking pink morph suit? Alright.
Yo, when you fucking get your abs popping through that bitch, you'll see how many people be tapping on my behind.
Them black people with them bananas.
And them Canadians with them fucking. I'm not gonna say it. See, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be good this week. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say? Canadian bacon? Were you gonna say ham?
No.
Hockey stick?
No.
Maple syrup?
No. Them Canadians with that irrelevant country above ours. But anyway, keep going.
Oh.
Bret Hart would be proud, wouldn't he? Keep moving.
Oh, you just fucking screwed him over.
I didn't screw Bret. Bret screwed Bret. No, Baron screwed Bret. Right? All right, come on, say it.
Imagine the CredeCast goes on for 4 hours and we're just like sitting here just... right at the end, just...
So that's been all for you guys.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I went to the car dealership one time.
Oh no!
And a guy walked in, and he had this bird mask on. So I'm sitting there. I wasn't gonna buy a new car. Obviously, I'm just trying to test drive the cars. I just got my license. Test driving cars is pretty fucking fun. So I'm test drive. I come back from test driving the 2014 Dodge Durango. I'll never forget it. So I got there.
Those are great.
The guy with the bird mask still sitting in the chair like this, just like.
I gotta see where my phone is. I'm sure I got like 10,000.
So he's sitting there like that, right? And then so the lady he came with, they're about to leave. He hasn't said shit the whole day. The second they go to the door, he goes, "All right, guys, I'll see you later. I'll see you later." Yeah, what the fuck type of host is he, leaving you guys like that? He just dipped on y'all.
All right, where's Angie? He texting me. It's during, not during. Oh, good lord! She's always giving me the heat on the vocabulary.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. After seeing Anonymous tonight, I really do not want to fire at him. I think he's actually pretty fucking cool.
Anonymous, yeah, he really stepped it up. I mean, this guy is hilarious.
Am I seeing TCE?
TCE, happy birthday.
All right, that's just somebody's family. Okay,
there you go.
I was about to say, somebody want to steal my gimmick. I'm about to go crazy.
TCE, there you go. Yeah, that's that. But another funny story is before I
say it.
Say it what?
Let's say about the Canadians.
Gotta have my caramel mocha after church every Sunday. Oh yeah, I mean,
I know all y'all bumpkins in that hot ass church.
My favorite is
I'm just joking.
My favorite, and this too, is the old pumpkin spice latte. Definitely my favorite beverage from Starbucks. That story, one of them was, I don't know if we want to reveal names, but a UW superstar was having some home troubles going on, and Cameron had to fix the equation. And Cameron had to, go over the house, kind of drive people to a certain place,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even going to mention names. But the best part about this is, he tells me this whole story because I wanted to make sure that superstar was okay. And, Cameron's, telling me everything that's going on, everything blew up at the house, and, I'm just kind of hoping things are all right.
Yeah, man.
And just really being a good humanitarian. And the best part is that his dad gives him a call. Now, Cameron's dad is just a man of many, 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 many personalities, but this is something you'd least expect from Cameron Jackson Sr., Cameron Jackson's dad. And, gives him a call, "What are you doing?" And he tells him the whole situation about what's going on and everything that's taken place, and it was so serious, and just home wrecking issues going on. But you know what, everybody, don't worry, everything's better now. But the best part is, oh my God, he tells them this whole thing that happened. Cameron's dad replies, "Hey, did you know Raw was on the Spanish channel?"
I was like, what? And I was like, wait. And honestly, he said it. I'll tell him, I'm like, these guys are fighting in the house. Everything blew up. I got to take him there and there. And he goes, yeah. Raw's on the Spanish channel? I'm just like, I don't give up. Are you? And then, but me, I'm just like, wait, really? It is? I'm just. Meanwhile, there's a family going back and forth behind me, and the father's going for. Never mind, I can't say that, but
the serious issues going on. But then he goes, about the whole thing about the Spanish channel. I'm like, oh my God, that is too funny. Raw's on the Spanish channel. Good Lord. Just so much going on. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All this happened during
the incident.
So, during the incident, not during. So, let's see what's going on Twitter. Of course, Angelique Starr giving props to Lips from the Lips Anonymous promo, which very, very interesting. I thought that was a very good promo, and I definitely enjoyed doing that. A good time. And speaking of Angelique Starr comments, Anonymous is actually funny, which, yeah, he is. I mean, he really showed a different side to him, and
I like it.
I like him.
I
You know,
like it.
I like him. He's a cool guy. You know, reminds me a little bit of UWE's Insanity, and I just you know.
You see what happens in Insanity.
Oh
A
God.
certain team here makes an entrance, and Insanity just has something to say about it. But he doesn't talk.
No.
He doesn't talk, so it's what he said. It was just great. It was great, man. It was awesome.
He was.
I couldn't. I was on the floor.
Oh my God. I'm even, you know, telling Angie now, like, you know, Anonymous. I didn't expect Anonymous to have a sense of humor tonight. That was
perfect.
I was just like, man, this guy, he's it. Like,
He's
this
down
guy,
there dancing around.
he's just like, you know, I'm like, no, like, this is too good.
I think I DM'd him and said, "You a cool mofo." I told him, "Don't reply, just take the compliment." Oh, I did literally.
Don't reply just to say, you know, because then he'll go right into his actual self with the character.
Yeah,
you know,
so because I knew what he would say as a character.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you think that, but you can expect us.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we shouldn't have said that. They gave it away, didn't we?
Oh shit.
No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
I don't know. I wasn't anonymous tonight. So.
No, Minister Sherwood put the mask back in the closet.
Yeah. Oh man, that does look like my apartment downstairs.
It did look like Sherwood though, but it's not.
It looked like my apartment downstairs.
It did. It really did. But I don't think your grandma would let him have them lights on that late.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Well, no, my grandma sleeps later than we do.
That's why I'm saying. So I don't think she'll let him have the lights on. He's in his room.
Oh yeah.
Or is he? He does have that hoodie.
He does.
Yeah, that'll be your doing, but then that would be something we would do. It'd be the brain of yours going out of there. But
here's a good question. Who do you think would he be? This will be our last question before we sign off. 2 questions actually. Who do you think would be the coolest person? Who do you think would be the perfect person to be revealed as Anonymous? And also, who do you think would be the buzzkill? And you could take that either in as, he's freaking, who do you think would be the best person, the funniest person, and the buzzkill? That's the best one.
the best person would be Minister Sherwood. The funniest person, I think, would be I think it'd be pretty funny if it was.
Oh God, there's too many people.
Oh, I think it'd be pretty funny if it was Tommy Mason from PCW.
You'd be like,
It'd be like, hey, what? Tommy,
yeah, right.
what? And
Tommy
then,
Mason, right?
And then I think the buzzkill would be, if he took off the mask and it was really just the Anonymous face with another fucking. I'm like, really? It's really Anonymous? I'm done.
It's really him, mother. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Angie puts me either in Cameron LMFAO. I can't.
I can't with what?
Like she's cracking up with I guess the thing with Cameron with your dad and the Raw and the Spanish Network. That was so funny. Oh man, so many characters. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for the comments to go for the best, the funniest, and the buzzkill of the revealing of Anonymous. Anonymous twits, thank you, Cameron.
Yeah, and then we're done talking, guys. We're not gonna talk anymore. I
Yeah,
promise.
right.
I'm not, and it could have just been you right there, but obviously, but you could run the Twitter account.
I'm texting Angie. What do you think I'm doing? Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, sign in the Twitter.
I may be
sign in the Twitter right now. I want you to click the Twitter button right now.
Oh, sure. I just got to do. Oh, well, speaking. Oh, I just got a message from Anonymous. I thought that was Angelique Stein.
Yeah, no, that really was from Anonymous.
That was Anonymous. Hang on one second. Listen, you're a cool guy, so I'm going to break a bit of character here. I'm really sorry. Okay. My bad. I didn't know. I can't tell you guys that.
He just told
that's
us his
Angie.
address.
That's Angie.
He just told us his address. No, he didn't.
Come to 61-1 Bridgeway Boulevard.
Yeah, you ever see one of those old guys that laugh so hard they just have that face like that? When they're doing something good, like an old guy that's dancing, he's just like, you're just like, all right, enough, you know?
Yeah, I'm messaging too many people.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
If you can, as Angie sends me another text and Anonymous sends me another message as well.
If you can.
Let's see what we got on the comments. Cameron Jackson, if you can, read them and weep.
What the fuck you say? Oh, hold on. Hold on. My name is Oscar and I am cool. You know, Oscar is coming to the CJE real soon. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You know, you keep the money. Yeah, that's how you do it. And here we go. Baron Bishop says, where's the Afro pick? It's over there. BWE says, best Chris Copeland, funniest Minister Sherwood, worst Cody Rex. Baron Bishop says, anyway, where is Cam Afro pick? It's over there. Yeah.
Who said that? The Black Seth?
Yeah, it's over there.
He said best Chris Copeland, funniest Minister Sherwood, worst.
Chris Copeland is the one subject that never came up. But I mean, he's definitely not the one underneath that mask. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, Angela.
I don't know who's underneath the mask, but he's definitely not the one underneath the mask.
Yeah, Stark. You know, she actually does have a character. It's just not really in like on programming on camera. Pretty much the UW executive vice president, but you know, it may build up in time. We're not too sure about that. Got to see what's going on with all that. You know, it depends if we have an authoritative, bigger authoritative role in the UWE right now, especially with Ultimate Redemption. We're kind of having, I guess you could say the inmates are starting to run the asylum a little bit, but it's definitely going to be a case where it's going to be very interesting, very entertaining because it's going to be organized, but it's also going to be a lot of chaos going on at the same time, but it's going to be very entertaining. So
I'll tell you what, they're running this fucking company. CJE is on the next whatever the hell mode of transportation to somewhere other than here, you know. Hell, I might join my buddy Jay in NJWC. He just went back there. If you don't know that league, please check him out on YouTube. If they're not that good to you, well, don't worry, because Brother Ken will make them great.
There we go.
Minister Sherwood, I don't think it'd be the funny. I think Minister Sherwood would be the creepiest, honestly.
Yeah, Sherwood.
Why does a kid know this?
Yeah.
Why is a kid doing this? You know? Oh, here we go.
Yeah. You know what? The fact that I'm starting to have a little bit of a conspiracy. I mean, Anonymous and Angie are texting me at the same time. If she comes behind that mask, I'm gonna break some furniture. So, you know.
I'm shutting her ass down.
No, best part. I love freaking. If you guys know the show Robin Big, the best one is when the guy takes a dump in the pool and Big. Oh my God, Big is cracking me up, and he says, "Yo, Bam Bam shits in the pool. I'm shutting his ass down." You know.
Bam Bam shit in that pool. I'm shutting his ass down.
I'm sorry, I love Rob, especially with the ridiculousness thing, but he needs Big. You know, it's just, he is so good with Big. Those two are like the Jack Thomas and Dale Peppers of MTV. They are the shiznay.
It sounds like a wine.
It does.
Drink some shiznay.
It does. It sounds like a white wine, you know.
Why it gotta be a white wine?
Well, it can't be red, you know. It sounds too bright and chippery to be red. You know, red sounds like, you know.
You're the reason why I drink.
Oh, man.
Speaking of drink, anybody got some beer you want to pass to the system here?
Oh, yeah, the Dirty Boys. You can hook them up at the Leonard Skinner Trailer Park.
I can't because they'll run me over again. You know, who's to say
Yeah, I'm replying to Anonymous and I'm replying to Stark. I got a bit of a thing going on. Let's see.
Who's to say that the anonymous character is next week Seth Maverick? That's not my decision.
Yeah, that's next week having Seth Maverick. I don't want to make any promises just yet at the moment. But
Lord.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna need surgery after that one because I just blew that out.
Yeah, that was what that was. Oh God. And I sleep in the same bedroom. Oh, good Lord.
You know.
Ange, can I sleep over? Oh my God. I'm gonna die. So since I've seen since that's gonna be pretty much it for the comments, we're gonna wrap this one up around now. And I want to thank Cameron Jackson for being on here. The Black Seth, Baron Bishop, Angelique Stark, definitely keeping the comments alive, blowing up my phone a little bit, but the comments really cool. I definitely want to thank Jason Walker for being on here. Jason Walker was an amazing guest, one of my best guests I've had on this show so far. And I also want to thank Anonymous as well, because Anonymous, he's lived up to his word. He stuck by his word. He was on here, broke a little character, but he was awesome. I loved having him here on as a guest. Incredible. And, he's one hell of a guy. But, also got to thank Lips for cutting that amazing promo as well. And last but not least, Everett Creed signing out. And, what'd you say? You are an ass. I am quite an ass. So, Pookie, love you.
Hey,
UW.
Ass. Guess what? If you add an N, an O, an N, an Y, an M-O-U, and take out one S, that's anonymous. It's you son of a bitch. Let's go.
He got me. All right, so I hope you enjoyed me talking to Jason Walker and myself.
Hey, guess what? You take out the J. No, I'm just going to.
Okay, now you're done. Get the hell out of here. You get in the closet,
Guess what? You take out the C.
Okay, get the... Jesus Christ. All right, folks. Angelique Stark just called me an ass.
Mark Williams, we coming for you, nigga.